When it comes to bridal makeup, it's important to find the balance where you feel comfortable when you look at yourself in person, in a mirror, while also knowing that you need enough makeup to show up in photos and videos. There are about 4 options that I want to talk about. The first one is spot concealing. If you never wear makeup, don't really love it, but know that you need just a tinge for your wedding or any kind of bridal event, one option is called spot concealing. So that's when you use your foundation and you go around and just cover areas of redness and any blemishes that you have. So this way it takes out the color. So you start with a neutral canvas and it's just a little bit. Another option to consider is tinted moisturizer, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a moisturizer that's tinted. And so this is what it looks like. It's very sheer, right? One of my favorites is the Laura Mercier one. And if you put it on your skin, I'm only gonna do a little bit. It's really, really sheer where it still looks like my face. Next is a CC cream. This is what I personally use each day. And then for events, I wear foundation. So I'd say if you are comfortable with a CC cream, this is a great way to go. This one's from IT Cosmetics, and CC stands for color correcting. So this one has SPF, some color correcting properties, as well as some skincare properties like anti-aging serums. And again, I personally would apply it with a beauty blender, which is a sponge. But again, it still looks like my skin, which is key. And if you want full coverage where it takes away all the redness and blemishes and ensures that you have a beautiful like airbrush look, then foundation is the way to go. There's different levels when it comes to foundation, whether it's moderate coverage, full coverage, and so this is what I generally use for events. This is the Orsay one that I'm using today. And so I did the moisturizer here, I did the CC cream here, so we're gonna put the foundation here. You can obviously see it on my skin. So that was foundation, we have moisturizer, and you have CC cream. Find the coverage that works for you. Think about how you normally wear your makeup versus how you do your makeup when you go out to a special event or for a birthday party. And if there's any difference in the level of coverage, generally I would use the heavier option because when it comes to the photos and videos, it does tend to wash you out. So you're gonna need a little bit more than what you may think. But play around, see what works for you, and then you're gonna take it off so we can start fresh. Once you do your skincare, then we're gonna start with a primer. So you might not use a primer in an everyday routine, but this is a nice way to even out your skin. So the foundation is evening it out from like a color perspective, right? The primer is a good way to even out your texture. So especially if you have any pores, this helps just give you more of like that airbrush effect. So this is gonna go on before your foundation. And you can use a brush, or I like to use just my hand. And so I notice the biggest impact right here when I normally have little pores. It really does fill it in. I'm gonna use the CC cream for today. You can apply with a brush, with a sponge, or with your hands. And I'll go in with my sponge. Next, you want to see where you might have a little bit of redness still, or you want to brighten up, and you're going to use a concealer to do so. Now your base is done. If you wanted to add like a liquid contour or any other creams, this is a great time to do it. I like the powder forms generally, but I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid highlight. In terms of placements for bronzer, blush, and highlighter, bronzer or contour powder will go right here to help chisel your face. The next step would be blush to give you some color so your skin looks nice and healthy on a Zoom or FaceTime or in photos. And you want to start back where your hairline is because it's easier to blend forward than adding too much here and trying to work backward. This goes right on your cheekbone. And then you can always add a little bit more right on the apples of your cheeks. See, already my face looks so much healthier and glowy. That is why you need blush. You don't need to overdo it, but have fun and add a little bit more than maybe what you're used to. And the highlighter is essentially to go where the sunlight would hit your face. So it'll go right on top of there to give you a nice, beautiful glow and help bring forth your features. Once you do that, you just want to make sure everything blends really beautifully together. Then at the very end, that's when I'll go in with the setting spray or powder right underneath my eyes in the areas that I tend to get oily. That's it. So today we covered the foundation. Get it? We figured out what coverage is gonna work for you and how to take out just the minimal amount of redness if you prefer, all the way to full coverage, and then adding your creams if you'd like, or liquid highlighter. And then we talked through bronzer, blush, highlight, and how to layer them, but ultimately blend it all together so you have a beautiful, glowy canvas that looks like skin.